years younger.
100? He's used an oath to add years to his life. Centuries, even.
Is that what you call rational? Sounds like an obsession.
I've said the same thing thousands of times. If it were my choice, I'd have let myself die naturally long ago. But did he not say? Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it. Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal.
So were the words of the exorcist Claudin.
They were foolish.
Think what you will. I'll show you the truth of his words.
You think illusions will work on us now?
Not in the least. But it bought me enough time to finish my art.
Are you trying to set off the volcano?
You'll die too!
As long as I take the Lord of Calamity with me, I have no regrets. That's because I follow reason! Oh. Oh! How dare you insult Claudin's ideal soul!
Hey, Master. Emotions are a real pain, aren't they?
I'm having a brain blast? That sure looked like a final dungeon to me, by the way.
What was that?
The elemental Empyreans have awoken.
We are free. We will no longer be your tools.
Oh dear, what's happening?
I'm getting a ton of experience. That's what everyone but Velvet leveled up. Yo, 38 grade. We take those. We take those.
You saved us, Mogulu. Thanks. If you hadn't thrown Melchior off balance, we'd all be dead.
I settled my own affairs. Nothing more. But if you want to thank me, I accept gifts.
I take it back.
He couldn't hurt those flowers. Was that his oath?
No. That old fool loved flowers more than anything else. Far more than he did any living human. That's all there was to it.
I suppose even a legate could never fully control his heart.
Same goes for a witch. Sometimes living can be the hardest affliction.
Have the 4 elemental Empyreans awakened?
Who knows? But anything that would sleep through that isn't worth our time.
Better watch your mouth or they'll smite you. I can feel a shift in Innominat's domain.
Yeah, all 4 of them have awoken. Innominat has been pushed out from the Earth pulses.
Humanity's amplified resonances will diminish, and many Malachim will regain their free will. The Exorcists will likely lose a good chunk of their forces.
Eleanor, have you lost your ability to fight too?
Sorry to disappoint, but I can still see you. Evil demons, Malachim, and witches alike.
You know where he is.
I can feel him. His body has left the Earth pulses. He's somewhere above the Empyrean's throne now. Artorius is with him. However, Innominat is pushing back against the other Empyreans with incredible force.
If the 4 are defeated, we'll lose our last chance. No time to waste.
Let's go. It's time to end this.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby. The end of the game is upon us.
The mountain doesn't appear to be erupting, or doing anything else, really. I'd say that's a relief.
Were Melchior's claims only a bluff?
I'm not convinced. Most of his threats had as much truth in them as he could muster.
With the 4 Empyreans revived, the land is awakened. Changes in the earth that once took eons will now happen in a few hundred years.
A few hundred years?
The mountain will erupt, but not for a long while.
A long while to a human, maybe. But compared to the history of the land, it'll be a blink of an eye.
But Innominat is the Empyrean of suppression. Who can say what will happen when we kill him? Well, it's not like I care anyway.
I think we should care.
Ah, well, you know. You're entitled to your opinion.
Melchior sure was strong, wasn't he?
Yeah. If it weren't for Magilu's help, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
But you saw the opening she gave us and took it.
Did you want to be the one to finish him off?
If it mattered to me, I'd have fought him alone. We all had our reasons to fight him. The opportunity just happened to be yours. That's all there is to it.
I understand.
If Melchior had only manipulated Ifrid for personal reasons, then that would be settled now. But he was acting based on his idea of reason. That creating a world without malevolence was worth the cost of destroying people's free will. Ifrid won't be avenged until I destroy that very philosophy.
Your business with the Abbey isn't done.
Not even close. You all could just sit around twiddling your thumbs, and I'd still take the heads of Artorius and Innominat on my own. If you want to be the ones to finish them off, you'll have to beat me to it.
You're on.
I'll fight with everything I've got. That's all I can do.
That's plenty.
That's all it takes. Oh my goodness, how many post-Melchior death skits could we possibly have? Gimme.
I really don't mean to pry, but I've gotta know. Does it feel good to pinch all those souls out from your stomach?
That's kind of a gross way of putting it.
I have to agree with Velvet. The way you put it sounds so inappropriate.
I'm pretty sure that was her point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why so cranky? I was only asking to see if you were getting hungry or not.
Then ask that in the first place.
Are you? Hungry, that is.
I do feel hungry, now that you mention it, but I don't think it has to do with losing those souls.
Then why is it?
Maybe my appetite is increasing as Innominat's suppression weakens.
Yeah, I'm suddenly feeling hungry myself.
My stomach could start growling at any moment.
I have been thinking of nothing but delicious things to eat for a while now.
I bet Magilu only brought it up because she's feeling peckish herself.
No, that's not the reason at all.
That settles it then. When we get back to the ship, You can take guard duty while we eat.
I'll make a quiche and pudding.
I'll cook up some penguin and tomato stew.
Ooh, I'd love to try your cooking, Madame Eleanor. Let's get back to the ship.
Getting all fired up about food. I would never... I would kill for a big bowl of sweet Calegian-style borscht!
Then go find me some peaches.
Why peaches?
Because you can't have Calegian borscht without peach pie for dessert.
You can't? Is it like a law? Is someone gonna arrest us? Someone that we can't just kill for trying to arrest us?
We've found quite a few geotrees so far. I feel like I've run 3 marathons back to back. I'm sorry, Bienfu. That's okay. All this exercise is making me nice and buff. You're right. You don't look any different, but when I touch you, I definitely feel muscles. I bet I could even take down Aizen and Rokuro with a single well-placed hit. I'm not so sure, but okay.
Bienfu, I know we're placing a heavy burden on you with all this geoboard business, and I'm sorry for that. But we really appreciate it. You've been truly helpful.
Aw, Madame Eleanor, you're too sweet. You're nothing like that mean old Miss Magilu.
How are you coping with your fatigue?
I'm kind of not, actually. In fact, I don't think I'll ever recover. Unless you give me a nice massage, Madame Eleanor.
I think I can manage that.
I didn't think that actually worked.
I'm quite good at working out those pressure points. I can really grind the butt of my spear in just the right spots and have you feeling refreshed in no time. But I have to warn you, it might hurt a little bit.
What? You know what? Never mind. I'm good. Bien, you don't have to push so hard. Okay, that is refreshing, but ow, 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 ow.
Bien! Poor guy.
Our scout
You get what you
ship has
deserve.
returned.
Okay, 2 wins and a loss. We take those. We take those. Twin Shark!
Good luck out there.
Ooh, baby, look at all that.
Show him.
Yo, Reaper class buff. Love to see it. So we just have to go back to all the way to the Empyreans throne. Okay. Let's go back over to Mersho really quickly. Take a look at the Code Red thing. Take a look at doing some enhancing and dismantling potentially. And actually, if I look at the map, Magalu's Menagerie in motion. Okay, so Helavis, we have something to do. And then we have to go talk to Videl. So we have access to some more side quest stuff again. So I'm thinking we'll probably... Oh, also, it's not a Scarlet Knight anymore, so this place is looking a little livelier. I'm thinking we'll probably, for the rest of today's stream, try and make some of that side quest progress. And then I feel like, I know there's plenty of stuff like the cameo battle, especially in the post-game dungeon, that we can't do until after the main story is over anyway. So there's no real reason to try and do anything. Like, we shouldn't go out of our way to be like, oh, let's do this, this, and this before we finish the main story. There's not really a need to. I think it'd be better if next stream we just go finish the main story, because doing the final dungeon should just take 1 4-hour stream. I don't know how long it'll take, actually. I assume somewhere between 2 to 4 hours if, like, we get into the dungeon, then go through it. So if we could get it all done, then that would put us in a real good... Oh, Dial has something to say. If we could get it all done next stream, we'll get the level 3 Mystic Arts, and then from there, we can just focus on finishing all the side quests, the post-game dungeon, and the cameo battles, and then I will be satisfied and be able to say, like, all right, we did everything in the playthrough I wanted to do. Hey, Dial.
Glad to see you made it back in one piece, Velvet.
I'm here on orders from the boss to help you guys out.
We could certainly use it. How are things back in the city?
I came here from Helavis, so I don't know how far the suppression has progressed. But I can tell you that the Abbeys designated the area north of Helavis as a Class 4 administrative zone.
Which means they've pulled their forces out of the area.
What about the people of Mercio?
Everyone got out safe and sound, although they did petition for the extermination of the Lord of Calamity.
Of course.
I say we make this town our new hideout. When else are we ever gonna find a hideout that comes with hot springs?
That's a good idea. We should leave Kamoana and the others here.
Dial, could you stay and help them out?
As if you even had to ask.
Well, that's surprisingly reliable for you, Dial.
Hey, that hurts. Now get going already. Benwick and the crew are making preparations in Helives right now.
Do you have something else to talk to me about, Dial? If you want to make Mersho into a hideout, the Bloodwings will help you move in. And as a token of the boss's gratitude, we'll even do it for free. Pog champion, as the kids say.
Hey, Rokuro, how'd the showdown with your brother turn out?
I killed him. But I couldn't break Stormhowl.
Is that because Stormhowl was an even stronger sword than Kuragane's?
No. Even with Shigure's full strength behind it, Stormhowl didn't even leave a nick in Kurogane's blade. If I didn't have this sword, I'd be dead now. I think I just couldn't break Stormhowl because I'm still too inexperienced.
But you won the match, didn't you?
Yeah, but only by combining my techniques with Kurogane's craftsmanship.
If that's the case, then as long as you're wielding it, that sword is Stormquell. After all, Kuragane's sword did quell the Godblade's raging storm.
Do you think Kurogane would agree?
Are you kidding? You know how stubborn that guy is. He'd just say he'd forge something even stronger the next time. And that's why I say you shouldn't be satisfied with how you are either, Rokuro.
I know. I'll find even stronger opponents to cut down. By my hand, Kurogane's Stormquell will become even more legendary than Stormhowl ever was.
That's the spirit. Show him what we demons can do.
There was a little bit of dialogue there that the subtitles were quite incorrect, but it's still a really nice scene between Dial and Rokuro talking about Kurogane. Oh, I love that Kurogane turned himself into a sword. What a guy. What a guy. Dude turned himself into Stormquell. Craziest thing I've ever seen. Benwick went back to the Van Eltia at Helives. He told me it was a waste of time worrying about you. Ha! Guess he was right, too. Ain't that the truth? I do just love that we take over a town and make it our own. Hey, Medusa. I've decided we should stay in this town for a while. I think it'll be safer that way. Yeah, well, that's the decision we also came to, so I'm glad you agree. Okay, a lot of mithril here that I definitely want to take advantage of. That's a good mithril blade. That might be better than the one I have right now. Anything I see that is mithril that I can afford, I should buy it. I'm going to hold off on buying Topaz stuff because we need money. Mithril bag. Mithril ribbon. Some of these haven't even been mastered yet. Definitely not going to waste money on Feldspar stuff, that's for sure. Void Ring is really low level and we've already mastered it. Is someone going to use Military Hike? Rarity 13? That could be an option. Definitely if we see Mithril, we buy it. Military Hike, high magic attack up, and good focus buff? That could be, we own 3 right now. That could be, like, the answer. I don't like the 30 art attack bonus there, but this one, fatigue basically negated, and an extra defense plus 8? I'm gonna buy that. We might... Military Hike might be good for Aizen or... Hey, there's level 11. Haggler's Ace Rights. Reduces the amount of gold required for enhancing equipment. That's amazing to get right now. What fantastic timing. I have 1 Mithril Fragment. Reduces burn by 85. BG gain from Break Souls. Honestly, I'd rather... Just the BG gain from Break Souls makes the Mithril Blade here more worth it to me than this one. To be honest. Okay. Definitely want to get Velvet's Topaz boots here up to level 5 at least if I can. So what do we want to do right now? Animalia rings, use quartz. Definitely want to start buffing some rings for some people. Rings getting buff is going to be important. Let's hold on that for a little bit right now. We spent a lot of money there, but we're still doing pretty good money-wise, which is nice. Switch you over to that one. And then you can finally go back to your Animalia ring plus 5. Velvet stats are pretty evenly distributed. She'd get a huge defense buff if we mastered this more.